Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. How are you? Hope you are well. This is Muhammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone College. Today I am here taking an online class. I hope this class will help you the better study at your home. In your previous class, we have discussed the Hall effect, and today I am going to discuss the torque on the current carrying coil in a magnetic field. First of all, you have to know what is torque.
In order to produce the acceleration in a body rotating around a fixed axis, and the applied moment of couple is called torque or moment of force. If you placed a rectangular shaped solenoid or coil in a magnetic field, then the solenoid starts to move because of the magnetic field. Let's know how the solenoid in a magnetic field starts moving. In that diagram, you can see here A, B, C, D is a rectangular shaped coil. It is called solenoid. Here, I ampere current passing through D, A, B, C and D. And length of the solenoid is L and the breadth of the solenoid is here B. And due to the flow of current of DA and BC, the solenoid or the rectangular shaped coil turned around. In the rectangular shaped coil, AD represent the length or BC represent the length, and AB or DC is the width of the rectangular shaped coil, and I ampere current passing through each of the sides of the coil. Now I am going to calculate the force acting on A, B and C, D. Here A, B and C, D acting parallel to the magnetic field. Let's see. The acting force on AB, and you know the formula of acting force is F equals to I B, capital B magnetic field, sine theta. This formula you have already learned in your previous class. Here theta is the angle between the width and the magnetic field. You can see here width acting in the same direction of the magnetic field, as they are acting in the same direction of the magnetic field. So here theta is 0 degree. Now if you put the value of theta 0 degree in that equation, then you can write I B, capital B, sine 0 degree, and you know sine 0 degree equals to 0, so the expression will be 0. So we can get here F equals to 0 force. So due to the flow of current in AB sides of the rectangular shaped coil, no force acting on it. Similarly, I am going to calculate the force acting on CD line. So the force acting force on CD. The same formula, the formula is here F equals to current I with B magnetic field into sine theta. Let's see here, magnetic fields act in that way, but the B vector acting in the opposite way of the magnetic field. That is why we can get here 180 degree. 180 degree. Theta is here 180 degree. Now if you put the value of theta 180 degree in that equation, then you can write I B, capital B, sine 180 degree. and you know sine 180 degree equals to 0. So for the both sides which acting parallel to the magnetic field, we will get 0 force. Due to the AD and BC sides of the rectangular coil, the coil start rotating. Let's see here the acting force on the acting force AD and the formula is F equals to I L capital B sine theta. In case of side AD and BC, the angle between L and B will be 90 degree, because here the vector L acts in that way and magnetic field act in the forward direction. So the angle between that two vector is here 90 degree. Similarly, in the side of BC of the rectangular coil, here length act downward and magnetic field act forward. So the angle between that two vector is here also 90 degree. Now if we put the value of theta 90 degree in that equation, then you can write I L capital B sine 90 degree. As you know, the value of sine 90 degree is 1. So after calculation that expression, we will get the force acting that two sides AD and BC is F equals to I L capital B, and that force acting in AD and BC line in opposite direction. Let's see how. We have to apply the Fleming left hand rule, and you have already learned that Fleming left hand rule in your earlier class. Let's see it again. This finger indicates the direction of the current. This finger indicates the magnetic field, direction of the magnetic field, and that finger indicates the force, direction of the force. In that condition, current flow in upward direction, magnetic field act in the forward direction, and the force acting in that direction. The Fleming left hand rule in the sides of BC of the rectangular coil, here the current, direction of the current, this is the direction of the current, this is the direction of the magnetic field. So the direction of the force will be the outside of the field, and that means in that direction. So this is the force. So this is the direction of the force acting on BC line due to the flow of current, and this is the direction of force that is acting due to the flow of current on the sides AD of the rectangular coil, and that two force is equal and opposite, and due to that two force, that rectangular coil start rotating. Let's see an example. Suppose I applied a force here in the upward direction on the marker, and the same amount and opposite force acting on the marker in the downward direction, and that two force, due to that two force, the marker start rotating. Similarly, that two force is responsible to rotate the rectangular coil into the magnetic field, and this is produce the torque, and this similar and opposite amount of force is called moment of couple, and that force is responsible to rotate the rectangular coil in the magnetic field. And let's see how to calculate the magnitude of the torque. The magnitude of the torque will be product of any forces and the perpendicular distance between the two forces acting. So we can write here torque equals to force and perpendicular distance perpendicular distance between two forces acting here, and the symbol of torque is tau. This pronouns of that symbol is tau, and force is F, and the perpendicular distance between two forces acting, and that two forces and the perpendicular distance is here B. So we can write here B, and we have already calculated the force, which is I L capital B, and here we get B. Now we can write here I L into B into capital B. As you know, the product of length and breadth is area, so we can write the formula of torque is in that way, I A B. This is the formula of torque for a single loop. But if we take two loops, then the torque will be increased. Similarly, if you takes another loops, then torque will be increased more. So we can say, due to the increasing number of turns or number of loops, the torque will be increased. So the formula of torque for n number loops. For n number loops, the formula of torque will be the product of n multiplied with this quantity, that is I B A B, and this is the formula of torque. Here n is represent the number of loops, I represent the current, A represent the area, and B represent the magnetic field. Now if we consider the rectangular coil is not parallel to the magnetic field, that is, it makes an angle alpha with the magnetic field. This is the angle of alpha. Then this is the perpendicular point, this is the perpendicular line, and the horizontal component of the torque will be N I A B cos alpha. Here alpha is the angle between the B and the magnetic field capital B. In the figure you can see this is the theta, and this is the angle of the normal of the loops and the magnetic field B. So what will be the value of theta? So we can write here theta equals to 90 degree, because it's a normal, so 90 degree minus alpha. That is why we can write here alpha equals to 90 degree minus theta. Now if you put the value of alpha in that equation, then you can write torque tau equals to N I A capital B cos 90 degree minus theta. And you know cos 90, that is N I A B sine, and then in first triangle it will be positive. So our formula of torque will be tau equals to N I A B sine theta. Now the vector form of the torque will be vector form of torque. tau vector equals to n I a cross b, as a is the area vector and b is the magnetic field, which is also vector. This is the vector form of torque, and you know ni a vector, ni a vector is the magnetic moment m. So we can write the vector form in that way: torque tau equals to magnetic moment m vector into the magnetic field b. This is the another vector. This is the vector form of the torque.
Let's solve mathematical problem. Mathematical problem number 1. The question says current flowing in a circular wire of radius of 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, having number of turns 100 in 1 ampere. If it is placed in a magnetic field of 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Weber per meter square at an angle of 30 degree. The question is, find what amount of the torque will be applied on the coil. Let's solve the math. First, we have to write the given information. Solution. Here, radius of the circular coil is given. Radius r, which value is given here, 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and we have to calculate the area, and we know formula of area of a circular wire is pi r square. So we can write here area A equals to pi r square. Now if we put the value of pi, which is 3.1416, and r is here 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter square, and after calculation that expression we will get 7.85 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square. This is the area. Now current passing through the coil is given 1 ampere. So we can write here current denoted by I, and whose value is here 1 ampere, and here magnetic field is given. So we can write here magnetic field. Magnetic field, symbol of magnetic field is B, and whose value is given 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2, unit is Weber per meter square. And another information is given here, that is angle. Angle is given, angle theta is given here 30 degree, and we have to calculate the value of torque. So we can write here torque tau equals to what? And our formula is, we know tau equals to n I a b sine theta. All the quantities are given here. Now if we put the value of n I a b and theta, then we can write torque tau equals to n is 100, I is 1 ampere, A area is here 7.85 into 10 to the power minus 3, B is here 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 sine, and value of theta is 30 degree. And after calculation that expression, we will get tau equals to 5.88 into 10 to the minus 3, and the unit of tau is Newton meter. This is the answer of question number 1. Now question number 2. The question is, length of a rectangular coil is 15 centimeter and its width is 10 centimeter. The number of turns of the coil is 500 and it is placed parallel to the magnetic field and 5 ampere current is flown through the coil and it gets the torque 0.187 Newton meter. The question is, find the value of magnetic field. Here torque is given and we have to calculate the magnetic field. There is another clue, that is the coil placed parallel to the magnetic field. When a coil or rectangular coil placed parallel to the magnetic field, in that time we have a formula, that is torque tau equals to NIAB. So let's see the given information. Here length of the rectangular body is given, length L equals to 15 centimeter. And we have to convert centimeter unit to meter unit, so we have to divide by 100 and we will get answer 0.15 meter. Breadth is also given here, or width is given here, (10 centimeter) and 10 centimeter equals to 0.1 meter. And you know, area of a rectangular shaped body, A equals to length into breadth. Now if we put the value of length, which is 0.15 and breadth is 0.1, and after calculation that expression we will get area 0.015 meter square, and we have a number of turns 500, so we can write here number of turns, which symbol is N, and value of number of turns is given here 500, and current passing through the coil also given here, so we can write current, symbol is I is given here 5 ampere, and torque is also given, torque symbol tau is given here 0.187 Newton meter, and we have to find out the value of magnetic field, that is B. The formula to calculate the torque when a coil placed parallel to the magnetic field is, we know the formula is tau equals to N I A B, and we have to calculate the value of B. So we can write here B equals to tau divided by N I A. Now I am going to put all the value. Tau is here 0.187, number of turns 500, current is 5 ampere, and area is 0.015, and after calculation that expression we will get the value of magnetic field B. Magnetic field B equals to 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, and its unit will be Weber per meter square. This is the answer of question number 2.
That's all for today. Practice that derivation that I have already discussed in my today's lecture, and if you have any problem in that lecture, ask your subject teacher. Thank you for being with me. Stay safe, stay home.